Is fear your enemy? Is fear something you want to get rid of? Are you doing all this healing, all the courses, all the modalities to get rid of fear? Now, I hear you very clearly. And listen, I've got many people around me that have exactly that question. How do I get out of that cycle to actually really do the life I enjoy? But I'm so afraid to even step outside that I don't know how to do that. Let me say this. Fear is actually a really good friend. Hear me out. Fear is here to protect you. So what if we can transform this and be like, fear is actually safe. Fear is actually supporting me. Fear shows me exactly where I am and what I need to be more conscious of. Don't use fear to look out there. Don't use fear to pretend you're not in charge. You are a sovereign being. You need to choose sovereignty. But if you're choosing sovereignty, if you're choosing to walk with sovereignty, you actually have the power to listen to fear way more instead of just escaping. You don't need to escape, you see. You don't need to look out there. What you need is to not do more modalities, to not overstimulate your nervous system, which actually might already be very much on the top, doing scrolling on social media, checking out every app, doing all modalities, journaling, breathwork, I don't know, anything that you possibly can imagine. But what if that is actually not what you should do? And it's not about right or wrong. But what if you have this anxiety right now? You have this fear. What if all you need to do is to actually sit down and be with it consciously and not tuning out, not distracting yourself, just being with it for 1 minute straight. So whatever you have, bring it on the table right here, right now. Bring it on the table. Let's say you have a difficult discussion, or you have fear about life in general. Maybe because of some emotions that, you're afraid that these emotions are overwhelming you. Whatever it is, right? Bring it on the table. Bring it on the table. What is the fear speaking to you? What is it that fear wants to tell you? Fear is not your enemy. Fear is just a messenger. You see? Oftentimes we don't get to fear right away. It's layered, right? With many other emotions in between. There is this, I don't even know where it's coming from, but there is this idea that there's only two emotions really. So there is fear and there is love. And I think when you are in fear state, it's the worst thing that you can do is to be like, okay, how can I get rid of it? Like doing all the things to get out of the situation. by the way, you're not walking the spiritual path to get out of, or to get more of, or to, I don't know, be more enlightened, like all of that. I really think like it needs to go back to the basics. And the basics is like, just be with yourself and feel who you are. And not do too much in the outside, but actually recognize and remember what is in your cells, what is in your bones. What is here right now. Because you have it already, you see. You have the blueprint is already yours. You don't need to do anything really. Now that's hard when you are in the fear state and when you're over the top, right? Maybe you can catch yourself before that. So let's assume you did catch yourself before that, right? Let's talk about what happens when you're already over the top. But when you are catching yourself that you have loop thoughts of negativity, that you are fearing on what's coming, that you are trying to make strategies, right? Like that's how my brain works, for example. Like I have solutions for every possible outcome. And did you know that your body has no idea that they are not real, but you live them anyways? So all you are trying to do here is to create safety in your body, you see? So it's not fear that you want to get rid of. You want to create safety in your body to feel and experience fear. Does that make sense? Now, how do you create safety? Well, it's by exploring exactly those difficult moments that are giving you these signals that I want to escape, I want to get out, I want to, I don't want to do that. It's the same thing with like being more confident. It's a skill, it's a training, it's something that you do, and over time it's changing who you are becoming. But it's not like this, right? But it's recognizing that your fear is telling you, hey, here we are not safe. Like this thing is not coded in my body yet. So how can you code safety in your body? It's not difficult, and yet it is a bit, right? So what you really do is you sit down and you bring that on the table. What I love to do is I create some sort of a ceremony space, right? You can light a candle, you can buy some flowers, whatever helps you is fine. Whatever practice works for you is fine. It's really just about to create the safety container on where you are in, okay? Because you are already shaking. So what is best to support you around you? Do you need to clean up your space, you see? What do you need to do to look fear in the eyes? That's the thing, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit down with your ceremony space prepared, whatever that looks like. And listen, if that is not something you want to do by yourself, you can always book a one-on-one, okay? So here comes the short one. You sit down and you recognize that your space is safe, okay? You're in a room where you're safe. You can crush down, it's okay. Nobody's gonna see this. It's just you, the paper, the table, okay? Feel the things that you're sitting on, that you are in, the space you're in. Feel the space that you're in and how much you are actually held. Feel held before you go into something that scares you. Okay, you have so much support from spirit. So call in your angels, call in whatever supports you, whatever you believe in, your spirit animal, Mother Earth, Pachamama, right? Whatever functions for you. Do you need to believe in it? Not necessarily, because I didn't start it that way. What I was doing in the beginning phase 10 years ago was I was just practicing it, and I would feel very awkward, and I would feel a little bit like, hopefully nobody's gonna see this. Like, I was really like, ooh, this is a bit weird. Like, I didn't really believe in it. I was really, but hey, you're trying out something new. So be open to get all the support you can. And why wouldn't you get the support all you can? Even if you think in the beginning it might not be real. Who cares? Right? Who cares? So get yourself in the situation. Do it anyways, because they help you to calm. Okay? And sometimes we cannot calm ourselves in the beginning phase. So what really helps is if you have something that is actually holding you, if you call in Mother Nature and you imagine that you're getting the roots in her, that you're making yourself big and seen and loved and nourished, right? And you're gonna go up and you're gonna feel the cosmos, and you're gonna feel like how much loved that you are, and you're gonna feel that in your whole body, right? You feel the support from all your angels, from all things that actually help you navigate through this life, right? Through your higher self, through your guides, through the cosmos, through Mother Nature. Basically all in your highest good, right? And you start to call in your body to be more present. You call in your body to be here, to be ready, right? This is why you prepare the space. And what you're gonna do is you basically gonna list the things that you are afraid of, the messengers, right? And you start to recognize how safe that message actually is. You're not afraid of the message. You might actually be afraid to be afraid. So start to really look at the thing as what it is. Look at it as, okay, this is what I'm afraid of. I'm not here to fix it. I did not come to make it go away. I'm here to fully witness it with all the support I have right now, with everything I have. And I'm just gonna honor that fear in my highest, best I can. By the way, you can also call in grace. That helps really well. Just imagine like how a golden thread is coming all the way down into your face, into your body. How grace is actually really letting you like breathe, right? Breathe with it, but stay conscious. Stay conscious with where your fear is and be present with it. And start to see how you're saying to your body, we're gonna be with it. I'm not going to make you go away. Like, I have zero interest to push you away, to do anything. There is no urgency. There is no, you need to be away by tomorrow. There is no, I need to do anything. Nothing, okay? Nothing. It's pure consciousness meets that fear. And you go all the way in, even if it seems very, very hard. Maybe it's also something that you have never looked at, okay? Maybe aspects from your inner child, a conversation you had as a child, or maybe ancestral stuff that you have maybe not even a clue what it is, right? It's just there. It's something dense. It's something you're just like, ooh, I don't really want to go there. Like something that makes you feel unstable in your body. Call it in. It's all you, It's all you, and it's safe to be seen in that. It's safe to witness that. It's safe to hold a mirror up and be like, okay, Let's shake hands. Let's see. Let's see this. Let's do it. So invite it in. Just allow it to be in your orbit. Allow it to be in your space. And see where this goes. See what it does. Is it still here? Is it actually transmuted? Did it change in some sort, right? So close your eyes and really feel into that, like what happened with it. There is also one thing that really helps me when I'm getting all over the place, right? I mean, this is basically also a practice to recall your whole energy into your system, right? So the reason why you're overwhelmed and why you're afraid is you're out, right? You have your tentacles everywhere. Your awareness is everywhere. But what if you call all of this back? What if you call all of it back and be like, okay, everything that is mine is going to return whole, cleared, and cleansed back into my heart, and everything that does not belong to me is going to leave my body, my space, my orbit, my timeline. I'm not here to be consumed by other people. I'm here in my own space. I detach all cords that are not in my highest good, right? And feel how that sovereignty of like recalling your own space, your own temple, is actually giving you that safety that you seeked for in the beginning. You don't even need to run from that fear thing. You don't need to run from anger. It's just a lot. It can feel like a volcano. It can feel like something extremely much. And maybe you have never accessed this realm. But as soon as you start to just be back in this center, you start to feel like, okay, I'm not here to fix. I'm not here to do anything. I'm just witnessing what is present. And see how that feels like. See what it does for you. And then let me know in the comment section below. I think that's it for today. I wish you a very lovely, lovely day. Call in that grace for real. Call in the grace even if you don't believe that. Call in your angels even if you don't believe it. In your highest good, right? Call any support in that is in your highest good. And see how it changes and transforms your life. Because it does change a lot when you start to recognize that you're not the one. You're not just the I. Right? You're the I am. You are a beingness. And that includes that you are actually in connection with everything that is. You are in the we, us, right? And that's crucial. It's crucial to see you're not the one and only who is standing here. We are all standing here. We are all looking for that love to be felt. So feel it. Allow yourself to feel it every single day a bit more. Because you're here to feel that. You're here to explore. You're here to dive into who you are without the restriction that you may have placed on you.